Peace and love, everyone. This is Nkosasana, also known as Coast with the Most. And get on in here, y'all. We have a lot to talk about today. This dating scene is just really doing a number on y'all. So I'm here to help. I'm here to give us a couple tips on some red flags we could look out for that can help us have a little bit more ease when it comes to the dating field. These days, dating is totally different. So I'm just going to share some things with you all that help me through dating, help me to date with keeping my integrity, help me to be able to see the red flags early. And I'm going to share my tips with you all. Now, listen, this is mainly for my ladies. This is mainly for my goddesses. But these same tips can be applied to women, for men as well. So, men, you all are invited to come on in. I'm going to be talking directly to the women, but you all can come on in. So, let's just get started.
Before we get into the list of red flags to watch out for, let's first talk about a couple of prerequisites when it comes to dating. If you're going to start dating, you first need to have self love. You have to have some type of self esteem. You have to have some type of love for yourself. Because if you go out into the dating field without self love, it can be easy to fall victim and to fall prey to certain type of men that are just a no no. And plus, you must be healed. Don't come healed. No one is completely healed. But this leads us into our second prerequisite. No one is fully healed, but yes, you should be somewhat on a healing journey. At least have taken a couple steps to understanding the things that can make you a better person. The last prerequisite to jumping into the dating field is to know what you want. Already have an idea about your deal breakers. Already have an idea of the things that you like and don't like and your deal breakers. That way it makes it easier. You're not just going in blindly. You're not as you're not going to be as susceptible to just going along with what someone else wants or falling into someone else's idea of what the relationship that you want. So as we go into these dating red flags, we're going to keep in mind that we are not on here giving tips for our husband to be. We're not on here giving tips to wanting to get a booty call. And that should be the number four prerequisite. In dating, when you are dating, we're going to just keep our legs closed. Let's just do that. Let's just keep your legs closed. Anyway, let's get into this list of red flags. I have 10 for him and 5 for you, ladies. So let's do this. First red flag. If he can't plainly say what his intentions are for you. This one is important because right off the break, when you first meet someone, or they first approach you, or you first know their intentions of wanting to date you, or just to spend time with you to get your energy, they may see anything from, oh, let's just go in the park and watch the water. Oh, let's go to the movies. Can I take you out on a date? Oh, let's just chill and hang out. Oh, I could be your friend. Those type of things. Those are your prompts to know. Now I need to know, what does he want from me? What is his intentions on being with me? Does he just want me for a late night friend? Does he want me for a friend with benefits? Does he want me for a business partner? Ask, what are your intentions with me? Men know what they want from the beginning. So if he's not able to just tell you flat out, that shows you a couple of things. It tells you about his communication style. It tells you about his honesty. It tells you about what he may want. This question alone, just watch the way he answers, because if he can't just be upfront about what he wants, if he says something that isn't in line with what you want, if he is fumbling around with his answer and you can tell that he's not really being honest, this is the time to pay attention to how he answers, what he says, and does it align with you. Red flag number two, his intentions just don't add up with your intentions. If you are dating to be in a long term relationship, if you're dating just for fun, if you're dating for to look for someone with the potential of being married, if you want to be married in 6 months, these are all things that you need to understand about him and understand about this person that's taking your time up. Because if you're going to be giving time to him, you do want to know if his future is in line with your future, right? So this is the red flag. If his If you know you just want to be a party girl, you know you just want to date around, you know you just want a friend with benefit, and he's talking about settling down to be married, then this doesn't align, and this is a red flag. Because if it's not aligning now, it won't align later. So that's red flag number two. Red flag number three, he has no future plans. Even if you're dating for long term, if you're dating to spend your time with this person, if you're dating to marry this person, you want someone who has a goal and a plan. They have something that they are planning for in the future. They have something they are attaining or they want to attain to achieve and a plan to do it because that'll let you know a lot about this person and how he can be able to possibly provide for you in the future or work together with you in the future to build a positive relationship. So that is red flag number three. Red flag number four. Red flag number four. If this man tends to talk negatively about other women, for example, the women that he's dated in the past, how women are gold diggers and they're just after his money all the time, how women are dishonest, those type of things. Or let's say the waitress comes up to your table and he starts joking about her weight or her looks or something like that, you know that that's a red flag because this person is going to do the same thing about you when you're not around. Or it also gives you an insight on how he feels about women. And you're not excluded from that. You're just the person that he's choosing to impress at the moment. Be very mindful of how he speaks of other women because that is a red flag if he speaks of other women in a negative tone. And my least favorite are the ones that are always talking about how women are gold diggers. Let's touch on that for a second. Normally, if a man is talking a lot about women being gold diggers or talking about women taking their money or talking about women using them for their money or complaining about not wanting to spend money, just making comments on not wanting to spend money on women and oh, I don't get my investment back and things of that nature. You want to watch out for them because sometimes those type of men are the ones that don't even have much to offer you. They don't have a backyard for you to dig gold in or a front yard. Those type of guys. I want to go back to the saying that we all know it ain't tricking if you got it. And a lot of men that actually do have something to offer a woman and want to bring that woman in and build with that woman, build her up, they're not going to be complaining about women being gold diggers because they do understand that women, a good woman is an investment. When you're dating, it is an investment. When you are spending your money and doing things with women, it is not a waste of time. This is you actually doing this because either you have it to do it or this is someone special to you that you want to make her feel nice. So when you hear that rhetoric, goddesses, just know that that is a red flag when men talk badly about other women. Red flag. Oh, and I want to add this too. If he talks badly about the women that he was in a relationship with before, and he takes no accountability for the way the relationship ended or the problems he may have had in the relationship in the past, if you notice that he talks about his past relationships and he does not take any accountability for how things ended or for the negativity or for anything, then you definitely want to look out for that. That's a red flag. Dating red flag number five. I think I said five already, but now we're on number five. If the man that you are dating or who wants to date you or who you want to date, if he does not have a great relationship with his parents and or he disrespects them, that is a red flag. I was always taught by my mother, if a man disrespects his mother, then honey, you won't have a chance for him not to disrespect you. If he disrespects his mother, he's going to disrespect you. How he feel about his mother can be very much in relation to how he feels about you and other women. Now, this is important because if a man can disrespect his mother or has seen his mom go through certain things as a child or has certain trauma with his mom as a child, this can very much so shape how he sees any woman. If he can disrespect his mom, he disrespect you. If he looks at his mom as if he can't trust his mom, he will not trust you. If his mom abandoned him as a child, he will have attachment issues or feel as though you will abandon him, and that would not be a good mix for a long-term relationship. This is not always the case, but most of the time it is. Now, it's a difference when it goes the same thing with the relationship with the dad. If his dad was abusive, he probably will be an abusive person or have a lot of anger issues. If his father was not there for his mother, that can shape how he sees women. All these things go back to how he will treat you and how he will see women as a whole. Now, the exception is sometimes we do have parents who they did not have the tools that we have. They were not able to heal. They were going through trauma. They went through things. They did not know how to raise us in a healthy way, and we just decide not we don't want to deal with those parents, or they're toxic in a way. They still have certain characteristics and certain ways that we just can't deal with, or we don't want our children around. That's understandable and acceptable if you don't have a close relationship with your parents because of that, or if you just choose not to deal with them. But to disrespect them, the people that brought you into the world, especially your mother who carried you, that's a big red flag for a man, in my opinion. Pay attention to that one, you all. That one is important. So, the relationship with his parents, if he has a bad relationship with them and he disrespects them and he doesn't have a great relationship with his family, you kind of put that into it too. But mainly the parents, red flag, definitely. All right. Red flag number six. Six. He does not keep his word, and things just don't add up sometimes, or things just don't add up. If this is the type of person that says, "Oh, I'm gonna come to see you on Wednesday get here, he didn't call, he didn't give you a reason why. He just have like a lot of money, a lot of nice things, materialistic things, just with really you don't see him work much, or you don't he has no explanation on how he gets his income. Think when things just don't add up, when he says, "Oh, I'm busy all the time," but you always see him doing leisure activities a lot. When he says he works here, but he's always home, but he doesn't work from home. Just something, things just don't add up in some way, and he just doesn't keep his word. You can tell that the things that he say does not come to fruition when he say they will. Um, he does not like keep promises to you, or just for me, I always tell guys, they always ask, "What did you expect from me? What do you want?" I want you to just do what you say you're going to do. If you agree to do something, then please just do that thing. If you tell me that you're going to be a place or come a place, whatever you say that you're going to do what you say you're going to do. That's what I want you to do. So when they're you can't really believe what they say, or you can't really take their word for something. You have to kind of like double check it, or I'm gonna see if this happens type of guy. Yeah, I noticed what you said, but we will see if, in the back of your mind, like you're like, we'll see if this really happens. Or he just, something about him doesn't add up. He tells me one thing, but it doesn't really. You have eyes, you could tell when something isn't right. Those are red flags. So watch out for those. All right, red flag number 7. He just doesn't have a lot of time for you, and or he only like sees you at night, those nighttime come by real quick. Oh, I work so many hours, and I just can't seem to find the time to come by to see you. If you're dating someone, you should at least see them once a week, especially if it's going towards a relationship. At least once a week, 4 to 6. I think the minimum is like 4 to 6 hours. I would even say 6 hour minimum if it's just once a week. If this is someone who's supposed to like you, they're telling you they like you, they're telling you they want to be with you, they're telling you that they want to be around you. A man, if he wants something, he's going to get it. He's going to do whatever he can do to get that thing that he wants or to be around that woman that he wants. I've seen it. That's how it happens. If he really wants to be with you, he's going to find the time. He'll be around you falling asleep. He'll be around you. He's done brushed his teeth in the car because he couldn't go home real. He's going to do whatever it takes to be around you. I always say a man will walk to Mexico for a woman that he loves. A man will do anything in his power for a woman that he wants to be with. So if he's just not making time for you and you're only making yourself available during certain times, that's why I said just go ahead and do like this with your legs. Just because that will just eliminate a whole bunch of that too. And if he doesn't spend time with you and you're not doing that, imagine if he was doing all the tricks and he still wasn't spending time with you. Okay, so let's just make sure that we're looking out for those red flags too. If he just doesn't have time for you, that's a red flag. All right, red flag number 8. This is a red flag for me. I don't know about for everyone else, but and it's not something that's completely negative, but it's a red flag that I like to stay away from these type of guys, the popular guys, the real cute, the really handsome, the really like swagged out, the ones that got the nice cars and they got a lot of money. Red flag, red flag, flag on a flag. Because if you want him, don't you think that everybody and their mama and their aunt and their cousin and their nieces want him too? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. If he's the popular guy, the nice dressing guy, the good looking guy, the guy with he can have his choice of anyone because anyone will take him. Any woman will take him. Don't you know that there's a woman that's just waiting for him to call her tonight that has not seen him in over 2 weeks and just sitting there waiting for him to call her and be like, "Oh, I'm coming through 3 o'clock in the morning," and she's gonna answer that phone and let him in. And he knows that. He knows all he has to do is pull up on a woman or just walk in and flash his smile or just pull his money out. He could easily get any woman that he wants almost just about. And he knows a lot of times these women will do anything that he wants them to do. So that's a red flag for me. I stay away from those type of guys because just I don't number one, I'm not here to compete. I'm not about to sit here and compete with anybody for anyone. If you want me, then you want me because I don't approach men at all. And if you approach me, that means you want me. And if you want me, that means you're going to do what you need to do to be with me. So, number 9. If this guy has a substance abuse problem, any type of addiction, any type of serious mental issues, those are red flags. Those are red flags. This person is more than likely above your scope of knowledge when it comes to certain things, unless you have a substance abuse problem yourself, or unless you have, of the same type, because substances are different, unless you have serious mental issues yourself of the same type, because certain mental issues are different, or unless you're just like a psychologist or something like that already, but you don't want to have to bring your work into your relationship. Your relationship should be separate from your career most of the time. That's a good way to be. But you don't want to have to take your time up at work being a psychologist and come home being a psychologist. So, you want to steer clear of those type of guys because you never know when those type of things can turn dark. You never know when those type of people it can get bad. It can get bad. And these people can bring you down and these people can plant little seeds of doubt and negativity into your world and into your life. And before you know it, you may be even dragged into their world. And we want to be healthy. We want to make sure that we are loving ourselves and we make sure that we're getting peace out of our partners and bringing peace to our partners. So if you do find yourself in a situation with a person that has become abusive,
be sure to get the support of family and get some help. Red flag number 10. If you run into a guy who I like to call the energy vampire, the user, the light dimmer, all synonymous with a person who Basically, just wants to use you and take up your energy. If you find yourself dating someone and you're always using your resources, depleted when he leaves, you feel like he just brings you down in a way, you want to stay away from those type of guys. They are definitely red flags because those type of guys will put you into a depression. So if he's an energy vampire, when you around him, you're just always doing, or you just notice that when he leaves, your energy is gone. You're the one always putting out. He doesn't seem to go out of his way as much as you do. You're using up all your resources, and or this person just does not make you feel good about yourself. He does not uplift you. He's always trying to find a way, or finding a way to like kind of chip you down a notch. You want to stay away from the type of guy. He is a red flag. Next, this is the list that you need to look out for within yourself, ladies. The things that you need to just keep a eye open about your own feelings, looking within instead of looking without. Because sometimes we can look at other people as they are the red flags all the time, but we're not paying attention to the red flags that we've given ourselves, or God has given us. Red flag number one that you have to watch out for within yourself. If you feel nervous around this guy all the time, or you just don't feel like you could be yourself, you don't feel like you could just do the normal things like dance freely or sing freely, or you're talking different, or you're being reserved about a lot of different things about yourself or your characteristics, you just don't feel like yourself. And sometimes we get those little butterflies, those little, we get excited because we feel like it's butterflies. Oh, this is so sweet, Cupid. No, that is your body letting you know, girl, you are in danger. So if you feel really nervous about this person, you can't be yourself, that is a red flag. Red flag number two, your friends and your family, they immediately don't like this guy, or they immediately get a bad vibe, or they immediately just don't like his energy. They don't even know anything about this guy, and they immediately just like, it's just something about him. He's not for you. I think that this is not the one. I could tell. That is a red flag. They can see something that you can't see. They know you. They know the type of men that are around you and the energy that you bring when you're with that type of guy. And if they could see these things, they don't even know this guy. They just meeting this guy. That is a red flag. Now, it's a little bit of a difference if they get to know him, they learn about him, they've spent time with him, or they've had a little bit of time around him just to kind of see he's shown like who he is, and then they say they don't like him. That's different. I mean, right off the gate when they first meet this guy, if they don't like him, if they don't feel his aura, that is a red flag because they see something you don't. All right. Red flag number three that you need to pay attention to and look out for. When you get around this guy, it seems that you do things that you would never think of doing, or you say things that you normally never would think of saying. You feel like very risky and do things that you wouldn't do normally with other guys. This is a red flag. You're not the type of person who drinks a lot. Why are you drinking every weekend now? You know, you are now out late hours. You staying up late hours, and you're getting to work late. Now it's affecting your job, or you find yourself just cursing more, saying just negative thoughts a lot. All of a sudden, since you started dating this guy, those are red flags. Whenever you don't feel like yourself, or you can't be yourself, or you are doing things that you just would not do that are negative. Now, I'm not talking about going out reading more books, eating more healthy, exercising, being a better person, reading the Bible, things like that. I don't mean that. I mean, when you're just doing stuff that you know that's negative, that is a red flag. And red flag number four, you just haven't met anybody. He doesn't bring you around anybody. You don't know, you've never met his friends, his family, his children, his boss, his dog. Like, he just keeps you shut out from his actual life, of his actual world. When a man really likes you or wants to bring you to a part of his life, he's going to introduce you to the people who he care about most. He's going to take you to the places that he care about most. He's going to take you around people. If he does not take you around people, that is a red flag. Red flag number four. Red flag number five, and last and final red flag. Girl, if your intuition is telling you no, If the spirits and the spirit guides and the angels is telling you no, if God is telling you no, and God is revealing certain things, because God reveals things to you, you overhear that conversation you're not supposed to hear, you see that little piece of mail you're not supposed to see, like that card declines way too many times, things like that, you know that is a red flag, right? When your intuition tells you to run. And you got to learn to trust yourself and trust your inner voice and know that your inner voice is going to steer you to the right place. You just, it's so many things being revealed to you and you still sitting there like, well, I'm gonna just see, I'm gonna just make sure because I'm not sure because I just want to wait and see. No, get out of there. That is a red flag, okay? And that was my last and final red flag for you. So, like, ladies, be careful out here in this dating world. This dating world has changed so much. Like, men are not the same as they used to be. They have men out here in these streets telling other men, hey, if she smile at you, you could hit her. They got men out here telling other men that, oh, once she falls in love with you or once you get her, she'll do anything for you. This is the words of these guys. Oh, don't spend no money or don't take her on no date. So first of all, first and foremost, before you even decide to be dating, you need to know what you want from dating, what type of guy you want, what are your deal breakers. You need to also have self-love, and you also need to be on a healing journey. And lastly, you just need to keep them legs closed while you're dating. Just trust me on this one. Keep your legs closed and it'll make a lot of the complications go away. So before you even start to date, that's what you want to think about. Now, the 10 red flags you have to look out for when it comes to him. All right, keep your eyes open for these things. One, he cannot give you a clear intentions on what he wants with you. He is not clear on those intentions. He don't even know. The answer he giving you is just not something you want to hear. Red flag number one. Red flag number two, his intentions don't line up with your intentions. You believe that a woman should be taken care of and a man should always take the bill. He believes that it should be 50-50. That don't match up. Okay, your intentions don't match. That's your second red flag. Your third red flag is that this man has no future plans. He has no future plans with you. He don't really have future plans with his own life. He just want to just let it go as it go. Red flag number three. Red flag number four, he talks bad about other women. He always talking about how women being a gold digger, and he does not take accountability for his relationship and how it ended and the part that he played to end that relationship. Red flag. Red flag number five, he disrespects his parents. He has a horrible relationship with his parents, especially his mom. He disrespects her. Red flag. Red flag number six, he does not keep his word. Things don't add up. It's just like he seems like he's a liar, and it seems like the things he say he does not fit his actions, and his actions does not fit the things he say. Red flag. Red flag number seven, you the booty call girl, and he don't got time for you. He does not give you any quality time. Red flag. Red flag number eight, he's the popular, rich, got money, got a nice car, he's cute, he's charming, he got that swag. That's a red flag. Just trust me. Just stay away from those guys. Number nine, the guy with the substance abuse issues, the guy with the serious mental issues. You want to go on and stay away from them. Number 10, and lastly on the list of him red flags, the energy vampire slash user slash light dimmer. Stay away from that red flag of a guy. Please do that. I promise you it'll save you a whole bunch of therapy hours. All right. And lastly, for you, some things that you have to look for and know within yourself and look for within yourself and listen to within yourself when dating that'll tell you different red flags when it comes to guys are: one, you feel nervous around him, you always get butterflies, and you just don't feel like you could be yourself around him. Number two, your friends and family immediately don't like this guy. They haven't even spent time with him, they know nothing about him, but they immediately don't like his energy. Three, you are doing things that you would never do, and they are negative things. They aren't things that's going to make you productive or bring you any money or do anything that's good in your life. And you're doing those things, and you don't normally do those things. They're actually hurting and harming you, hurting and harming your body. And now you're doing it because you met him. Red flag, boo. Red flag number four, you haven't met any of his family, friends, or the people who are important to him. He just doesn't allow you to come into his world. That is a red flag. And red flag and final number five, your intuition, your spirit man, God is telling you and revealing to you that this is not the person for you. That's definitely a red flag. Okay? And then we're competing with the Instagram models and the women that's showing their bodies online and things like that. So, it's no disrespect to the women that do that. Trust me, I don't have no disrespect for y'all. But I'm just saying, these is what women that aren't doing those things are competing with and having to compete with in the dating world. So just remember to keep your integrity, remember to keep your dignity, and remember to have fun when you're out there dating. Definitely protect yourself and stay safe. And please don't sell, what they say, don't buy no wooden nickels. Don't let nobody piss in your face and tell you it's raining. Okay, like just keep your mind with you, because that's one thing they definitely want to do. They want to get in your head, they want to get in your mind and break it down sometimes. Now, all men are not alike. All of these red flags does not mean that a person can't change or become a better person, but you definitely just want to be at peace with yourself. You don't want someone to bring no unnecessary distress into your life, no unnecessary stress and strain. You want to be at peace and want them to bring peace. All right, so I hope that this helped. If you want more content like this, please go over to ensemble.com. Visit there. We have blog posts, ensemble.com/blog. We have more content like this, different posts. And yeah, we have a good time over there at the Ensemble blog, okay? So comment down below and let me know some of the red flags that you have, ladies, or you see. Let us know, share. Let's get this dialogue going. And don't forget to like and subscribe, okay? So have a great day. Peace and love. It's Uncle Susana Divine. Coast with the most. Your bestie.